Hello everyone, welcome to another panel discussion video brought to you by Quadrant Knowledge Solutions. Today I have with me Divya, Kalpesh, Vishal and Pradnya. And the topic for today is payment trends for 2024. In this current digital landscape, when specifically talking about the payment industry, several key foundations have had a role to play to shape its current dynamics. Digitalization, contactless payments, and seamless user experiences have become main aspects that are driving innovation today. However, it comes with a set of challenges, particularly the increasing fraud landscape. Today's discussion will provide you an overview of the current landscape of payment industry, the upcoming trends that will redefine the payment industry, and how organizations will tackle and adapt to these changes to stay competitive and secure in the future. So to begin with, as we continue our journey in the cashless era, there is an increased use of digital payments. So can you all share your thoughts on the same?
Well, sure, Saranya. So basically, we see that digitalization has definitely brought a revolution in the payment industry. And while this digitalization trend has been kind of catalyzed by the COVID-19 pandemic, but we see that around the globe, the kind of adoption that we are seeing for digital payments, that's really phenomenal. Also, there is huge innovation that is happening around the payment industry. So that can't be ignored as well. Now, when we talk about the digital payments, few things that come to our mind is the adoption of contactless payments, payments through QR codes. There are digital wallets, there are P2P payments, digital banking, there are terms like buy now, pay later. And a lot of these things have come into picture and they have become a part of our daily life. So all these, developments we call, be it in terms of technology, be it in terms of the various digital channels that is available for payments, that is majorly driven by two things. The first is it is definitely bringing convenience for end users. And the second reason is that it is definitely bringing more efficiency in banking and financial transactions. So definitely the landscape is changing. It is becoming more digital. Now, also if we see the global landscape, what we see is that there are countries like India, which is definitely being one of the front runners in this and with the vision of driving a cashless economy and widespread adoption of mobile payments and UPIs. We see that the trend is even going to become more and more stronger.
To add to what Divya said, there is one more type of payment which has gained a lot of prominence over these last few years is the contactless payments. And the reason behind that is it offers convenience, security, speed, and there is no processing fee also. The user can tap to pay using their cards or their mobile phones. Now, if we look at it, the contactless payments has a broad category wherein it uses technologies. Now for credit, debit and prepaid cards, they use RFID and NFC. And for mobile wallets, it uses the MST technology. Going forward, we will see a much further surge in the use of contactless payments.
I would like to add over here, since Vishal has already discussed digital payments, I would like to cover digital currency as well. So, digital currency is basically, currency which is formed out of electronic form, right? So, if this will include cryptocurrency or the CBDCs. So, if we talk about cryptocurrency, for example, Bitcoin or Ethereum, I think these are very cost effective to facilitate the cross-border payment. And if we talk about cryptocurrency, these are very cost effective, right? Because in cryptocurrency, there is an elimination of third party. So let's say, for example, there is no need of Visa network, maybe, to verify the transaction. And this digital currency, this form of digital currency, I think they definitely, omit the complexities that the traditional banking poses. So it also drives the international, engagement or international transactions. And second thing I would like to mention about CBDCs, which is central bank digital currency. So I would like to enhance that this is gaining a lot of traction in the market, not only in India but across various countries. The projects regarding CBDCs are under consideration, and I think. It is basically countries' fiat currency, so it is an alternative for countries' physical cash in a digital form. So I think more than cryptocurrency, CBDCs will be gaining traction in the near future.
Great insights from all. I mean, I would like to give it a user angle to this. The way we pay for things online these days, that it's gotten a big makeover right now. And two super important things in the makeover specifically are making it easy to use and keeping it safe. Now imagine it is like building a cool fort, where you want it to be awesome inside as well as, super strong outside. To make online payments, awesome. I would rather say to make online payments awesome, we need a mix of two things. One is smooth experience, and another one is a superhero level of security. As the industry evolves, cool technologies like, advanced encryption, fingerprints, and smart fraud detectors help not only in streamlining the process, but it also helps to safeguard and sensitive informations. One big player in this game is artificial intelligence. I mean, it acts like a helpful robot, making payments faster and safe. If we keep adding features like AI, it will make online payments way much better for everyone. And last but not the least, I would like to highlight that to make digital payments truly secure, we need to keep things like it has to be user friendly, by also making sure that we are also using advanced technologies wisely, so that we can create a payment system that is not only safe but also enjoyable for all.
So very well answered, all of you. So apart from security, I think the other thing that is a primary focus is customer experience in the payment industry. So we hear a lot of buzz regarding words like BNPL, embedded finance, where what are your thoughts on these upcoming technology trends?
Yes, I would take this. BNPL, yes, we've seen it has gained a lot of traction over last few years. Now here the objective of the companies have been to increase the customer base and also provide them with more buying power. Now, this is a payment option that allows customers to pay with a short-term financing option. This is very similar to a personal loan, but the terms and conditions do vary for this. And there are several advantages to this. Now, this has easy and flexible payment options. It allows you to make interest-free automatic withdrawals. It also boosts sales for high-value ticket items. What we have been seeing over the years is there has been a continuous increase in the prices of electronic goods and appliances. So in order to give more buying power to the customers, this particular type of payment has been introduced. And going forward, this will gain further traction as we move forward.
So Pratnya, do you have any thoughts on embedded finance, since we mentioned it earlier?
Yeah, sure. So embedded finance, I think it's gaining a lot of traction and it's in the market for quite some time now. It's like a trend. So what is basically embedded finance? It's like integrating financial services into non-financial applications. So let's say you can take it as the embedding financial services in our day-to-day life, such as whatever applications or services. Let's say it's about e-commerce platform. So when an user doesn't want to leave the platform and go for the make the payment in separate platform or window, it will hamper his user experience, right? So embedded finance will definitely help in solving this. The user doesn't need to leave the platform, make the payment right there. Another example that comes to my mind is the any ride sharing app. For example, let's say for Ola, Uber, it will not only get you from point A to point B, but it will make your payment seamless. But they will also provide you insurance during your journey. So this is all kind of embedded finance. It's all focused on the user experience improvement, and integrating all the financial services into the non-financial app, basically making it a financial hub to enhance the user experience.
So with all these technologies affecting the landscape, elevating customer experience, fraud is increasing online. That's something we all know, and it's very easy for fraudsters to steal the data that's there. So with the continuous increase in frauds, how do you think it can be mitigated in the payment industry? So can we start with Divya?
So definitely, Saranya, like you have rightly said that with the digitalization of payment industry, one thing what we are experiencing is that the frauds have definitely increased. There are more number of fraud attacks. The fraudsters have become very sophisticated in the type of attacks they are launching. So now, with that being the premise, security definitely has become one of the major considerations for both banks and financial institutions. Hence, organizations are looking for payment solutions which can not only support different type of payment channels and types, but also ensure that the frauds are kept at bay. So they should also ensure that any digital transaction that is being made is absolutely secure. Now, for that, what payment vendors are doing is that they are embedding various robust fraud detection and mitigation capabilities as part of their offering. They are using technologies like advanced technologies like artificial intelligence. They are using machine learning and advanced analytics in the solution. And what it is doing is that first, it is helping them profile the customers better, providing a holistic view of the customer. It is also, detecting the frauds, helping detect frauds better, and also enabling in better risk scoring of customers. Another thing that the vendors are doing is they are using more robust authentication and encryption mechanisms. There are various tools available, so they are embedding that as part of the solution, so that they can make sure that the customers are authenticated well and properly. Now that is one thing that is happening. Also, we see that in the market there are specialized solutions available to take care of the payment frauds. There are solutions like enterprise fraud management solutions. Now, a solution like an enterprise fraud management solution, it takes care of all the payment related frauds. It is having big data analytics. It is having machine learning. It is having advanced analytics. So using all these technologies, it is helping detect any advanced frauds and also any emerging fraud trends. That is the first thing, first benefit of using a specialized solution. Also, it is automating any fraud detection that is happening, and also it is able to automate the fraud mitigation. That is another benefit of using such solutions. And the third benefit is that because it is having advanced machine learning algorithms and not using the traditional rule-based algorithms, so what is happening is that it is able to learn from fraud patterns, and by self-learning it is able to predict and mitigate any new fraud instances that might be there in future.
So Kalpesh, can you also share some thoughts on the same?
Sure. I mean, I agree with Divya. I mean, every day we have seen new types of fraud emerging. Let me give you a few examples. It could be, let's say, phishing and identity theft. It could be, let's say, card fraud. It could be chargeback fraud. Let's say, account takeover fraud, social engineering frauds, so on and so forth. Hence, specifically, the fintech vendors and everyone are basically on their toes in terms of providing a secure and a safe environment for online transaction, so that it will ensure that people are using these channels without any kind of hesitation or any fear.
So moving forward to the most anticipated question of the panel, where is the market headed, or what would be the future of the market? So can you all share your views on the same?
Sure, Saranya. So when we think about the future of payment industry, what I feel is going to be, the pillars of payment industry is going to be, the payment landscape is going to be more and more seamless, secure, and there will be more digitalization. So it will be completely digitalized. Now, on digitalization, I think all of us have discussed how important it is and what all technologies or tools are facilitating digitalization. When we're talking about the cashless economy, right from the adoption of mobile payments, digital wallets, cryptocurrencies, there is digital banking, P2P payments. All of these technologies are going to be the cornerstone of the payment ecosystem going forward. Now, that is on digitalization. Another thing which we, touched briefly in this discussion is on importance of customer experience. So all of this essentially is happening to provide a better customer experience to drive convenience. So I think that's again going to be very important, and be it vendors, be it banks and FIs, all are going to be very focused on how accessible, how easy to use, and how the interface of all these digital payment solutions is going to be. So again, that's important. And the third pillar is, I think, the security. Very important, because we talked about how risks and frauds are going to increase if we talk about the digital landscape. So in that, I think both banks and FIs are going to be very focused on security. So what they will do essentially is, implement advanced encryption. There are various biometric authentication available, cutting-edge security protocols, so that they can ensure that all the transactions are safe. Because the end goal for everyone when we're talking about the payment industry is protecting our digital identities. So with that, I think these three pillars are going to be very important going forward.
I agree to what Divya said, and would like to add one more trend that will gain traction, which is open banking. Now, going forward, we'll see this gaining traction because of certain very important reasons. It is the users will get more control and security of their financial data, which means it allows them to share their data with others, with whom and how much. So that is going to be a very critical point. Second is it allows the users to get a single view of all their accounts in one interface. The transactions, if you see on open banking, are fast, secure, and they are convenient also. Another thing is, what I see is they will get access, the users will get access to better financial products, which includes loans also. Now, going forward, if we see open banking, there will be an increased usage of technologies such as data analytics and artificial intelligence. The reason being is this will help organizations to understand customer behavior in order to offer personalization services. The other thing which I see is the expansion of open banking into new markets and industries. And lastly, what I see is there will be a continued regulatory expansion in open banking to promote adoption and growth.
I would like to add over here, as I already mentioned, embedded finance will be the trend. And as we step into 2024, it is going to be in the market because it all, aims at providing seamless user experience. So that is one thing. Second thing, I think it will be generative AI. As three of them already mentioned, about the AI and ML and how these helps in preventing fraud or providing seamless payment experience. So generative AI is currently the hype in the market, and vendors are definitely leveraging generative AI to provide, let's say, for a customer support, seamless customer support. So they are leveraging generative AI backed chatbots to to solve the queries, whatever common questions the customer has. So let's say for the anything related to payment or related to order or return status, so that common questions the chatbot can take care. And another thing is analyzing customer behavior and needs. So this will definitely helping providing personalized services, as Vishal already mentioned. Also, generative AI will be will be helping in the providing friction-free authentication and payment processing as well. So as Kalpesh already mentioned about the evolving fraud, and so authentication is also very important. So but at the same time we have to take care of the user experience. So user the generative AI will help in providing seamless user experience. The checkout process, whatever the user is facing, it should be very seamless. But in the backend, if you see, the technology will be continuously authenticating the user, making sure the person is who he says he is, and and providing seamless payment processing.
I mean, I'm in sync with what Divya said. I mean, as technology advances, fighting fraud would just get tougher and tougher. Especially for businesses and payment platforms, they will be facing a tremendous an uphill task when it comes to with growing risk and fraud. So I mean, I would say that more or less these kind of frauds would just multiply over the upcoming years. Uh, to stay safe, companies or payment platform should take certain measures like having strong verification methods as well as regularly checking in and updating their security systems. Last but not the least, vendors will have to play a extremely important role in creating a safe payment landscape for all of us.
So, I think to sum it all up, we could say that seamless and secure future of digitalized technology development in the payment industry holds immense potential for elevating customer experience or user experience, like you mentioned. However, it is also very critical to address the growing concerns of attracting fraud. It is best that a balance is maintained between innovation and robust security measures, and that it ensures a trusted and efficient financial landscape in this evolving digital age. So, thank you all for being a part of this panel discussion. Stay tuned for more such videos.